And welcome to For the Culture. It's your girl, MzMuah.
And I'm AWB.
And I'm the Diva.
And For the Culture is definitely based around our culture. So we come here and we celebrate us. And we teach and we learn at the same time.
Yes.
So if you've been watching us for the last few weeks or the last few months, then you will recognize that we have been talking about everything.
Everything.
From mental health to the Oscars to Black Wall Street to Malcolm and Martin to everything that is around our culture, and we will continue to do that. I want to say a personal thank you for everyone that watched last week's show.
Yes.
And shared last week's show, as it is over 700 views.
Isn't that nice?
And that is the highest that we have seen of all of our shows on our network. So thank you so much for your continuous support. Thank you for your comments and for all of that. Before I get into last week's topic, you had a celebration. You was MIA on us.
Yeah, I did.
Which
Let me first apologize about my voice today. My sinuses are draining and doing all kind of stuff. But you know what they say, the show must go on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I am here with my lovely sisters, and I'm so happy to be here. But yes, my daughter got married last week.
Congratulations.
I'm so happy about that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to her and my new son. I don't call him a son-in-law. He's my new son. And shout out to my son for watching every week. Thank you, Bub, for sharing.
Okay, so while you were away, baby, we got to talking about competition in the community.
Yes.
And listen, evidently people liked it, or they wanted to hear it, or they wanted to talk about it.
They agree.
Yeah, because we had a lot of comments, a lot of shares, a lot of commentary. You know, just people telling us that they appreciate the platform and us talking about this topic because it needs to be addressed.
That's true.
Definitely agree.
And so that, of course, just made me so happy because that's the point of the show.
Right.
Like, let's
For the culture.
talk about exactly.
Yes.
It's for the culture. Let's talk about it so we can learn, so we can move on, so we can prosper. Black excellence is definitely our thing, and that's why we are always suited and booted in this thing.
That's right.
And so we got some information for you guys. Of course, as you know, you can follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I got that. And New Beat Radio.
Yes.
Now, New Beat Radio, you're going to be able to hear us on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and Saturdays at 9 a.m. So you'll still join us here, but you'll also be able to hear the replay on the station as well. So I'm excited about that.
Yes.
We expanding a little bit in the building, so shout out to New Beat Radio and Steve over there. And our sponsors tonight are Gems and
Legacy Collection, your natural beauty makeup.
See, we on a roll. So tonight we are talking about a topic that I've heard since I was a kid. And I'm not going to just assume that it's only me, just because this is a cultural thing, and I had to figure that out. And so tonight, the topic is good hair.
Good hair.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought this was great to bring as a topic, right? Because for some reason, this is a thing.
Huge thing.
Yes.
And I want to know, AWB, when you think of good hair, what does that mean to you?
As our natural sister.
You know what? Here's the whole deal. What is good hair, though? You know, because we have been trained to think if it's long and silky and shiny, you know, pressed to the nines, then that's good hair. But what if you got some kinky curlies?
Yes.
You know, is that bad hair?
No, that's
So,
also
you know,
good.
I don't know.
So you don't know what it is.
I know what we say it is.
Okay, and what is that?
The long with the straight.
Okay.
The straighter, the better.
The straighter the better.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Diva?
You know, as a wig and weave wearer, you know, proudly, and you know, I have a head full of hair. Anybody that really knows me and has been in my intimate space has seen my natural hair.
Yeah.
And it's down past my shoulders. But you know, I choose not to wear my hair because I like to sleep in the morning. Natural hair has a lot of maintenance that is required, and guess what? The Diva does not like to do it, baby. I'm just saying. But as far as good hair is concerned, there is no such thing as good hair.
It's
There's
what
just
we've been
textures.
taught. Yeah.
And you know, it's so sad.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, well, no, what I will say is that, you know, there's a difference between nappy or kinky or coily and matted.
Oh yeah.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
Because, I have seen children especially, go to school with their hair matted, maybe because of lack of care for their hair, things of that nature. So we need to stop. And kids are so mean. Oh, my God.
Yes.
So we need to stop saying that they have nappy heads or bad heads. Because being nappy is not bad, baby. Let's understand.
Right.
Okay.
So what is it for you?
Good hair for me, when I think of good hair, I think of hair that's manageable.
Okay.
That to me would
Okay.
be good hair. Now, I will say that many people assume if you're a certain complexion that you have a certain texture of hair.
When there be wrong.
And that is not
You're
true
wrong.
at
So
all.
wrong.
Yeah.
Because I've seen beautiful hair, and when I say beautiful hair, I'm talking wavy, I'm talking curly, I'm talking all of that on different shades of us.
Exactly.
Not just one particular shade. So I don't know why we're caught up in that. But to me, if I think of good hair, I think of something that's manageable. Okay, sidebar. My hair naturally, if you've seen it, I guess is considered a good hair, right?
That's correct.
Because it is curly naturally and it is kind of straight, which is weird, and so it's fine. There you go. It's soft and it's fine. There you go.
Yes.
Mom, dad, they did a thing and I got these things. And so, but
Just
with
saying.
me, I don't even really wear my real hair.
Exactly.
And the reason for that is because
You sleep late too?
no. The reason for that is my hair has no volume to it. So it may be soft and smooth and all these things, but I ain't got none of this
pretty.
fullness.
So pretty.
Whatever. I ain't got none of this fullness going on.
Yeah.
And mine is it's gonna take some work. It's nappy. I got to stay in that thing for a long time, because it's not manageable.
Yeah.
But I think we as a people, we've been made to feel bad about the hair that grows out of our scalp. And that is so weird to me because I don't know if other races, other people have to deal with that. But, the law just passed here recently that we could wear braids to work, that we could wear our hair natural, we can wear other colors. Now, other races have always been able to do this.
Wherever they want to wear it.
And then
Pink, blue,
braids were not popular until other people started wearing it. Then it was okay.
I mean, going along with that, goes back to the Bo Derek.
Yeah.
And when she had the
French the
locks
yeah.
in the movie she starred in. Then it became culturally okay for other races
Yeah.
to wear the French braids or the cornrows or what have
Then
you.
it was beautiful then.
It was beautiful then.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful on us.
Have you guys suffered? Now this is
Yes.
gonna be a good.
Look,
you don't
yes.
even know.
Okay.
Can I get it out?
Oh goodness, I'm sorry again, my boy. Sorry.
This is gonna be a good question.
Okay.
Because the answer to this question is gonna be phenomenal for all of us.
Okay.
So have you guys suffered any taunting or teasing because of your hair type from your community?
Yes.
Can I say yes now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and so express what that was like.
Do you want to go first?
I remember growing up Muslim. I'm at the University of Islam, and we wore our hair covered, okay? But when we got indoors, if you're amongst all females, you can take your fez off, you can take your scarf off, and my mom would braid my hair at night, and I put my scarf on, so the braids started out here, okay, and then when I woke up, they were like,
right, that's about right.
Yeah. So when I got to school, what I would do is I would take my braids down. Now, she's oiled my scalp and she's, put the moisturizer and all that. So it's got a little wave pattern when you take the braids out. So I would take the braids out and now my hair would just be sticking, and I would get teased a lot because I didn't have the shoulder length swinging, that type deal. And like you said, kids can be mean, so that's what I dealt with.
What about you, Diva?
So yes, so of course in my younger years of life, I wore my hair natural for many years. Granted, going back to my childhood, I had the relaxer put in my hair at 5 years old.
Wow.
Which is, that can damage young people's hair. Please, moms, if you can avoid it, and dads too, because there's some dads that have their kids, do not put the chemicals in your head that young, or in your kid's head, rather, that young. But anyway, sidebar. So, I always got called the white girl anyway in my family and like in our culture because of the texture of my hair. When I wore natural, if I didn't have it in a relaxed state, I was always the white girl, because of a couple things, my hair being one of those things. So when I decided to go into wearing wigs, it was for a couple different reasons. For one, me being the diva that I am, I like to change up my hair. But I don't want to damage my hair. Mm-hmm. And, because a lot of the things, a lot of styles I wear would, in fact, damage my hair if I chose to do them to my natural hair. Mm-hmm. But then, too, when I first started wearing wigs, I was going through a situation where I had stress spots. Mm. And a lot of women suffer from stress spots, from alopecia, from different varying diseases, you know what I'm saying, that cause loss of hair.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, then you're judged for that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you have a bald spot in your head, if you wear your hair natural. Yeah. You get, that kind of thing. But mine was, very prevalent, right in front of my head. So, I chose to become a wig and weave wearer, mostly wigs, because, I can take it off when I get home,
Yeah.
But, just if I didn't have enough confidence and self-love in myself, the things that people say about that would really affect me. Mm. So I really try to encourage young ladies that I see that may be struggling with their image as a whole, especially about their hair. Yeah. Hey, baby, you're beautiful. Don't worry about what they have to say about your hair. You don't have to relax your hair if you don't choose to. If you choose to relax your hair, it's okay too. Yeah. Because guess what? For some people, like myself, they don't want to take the time, to maintain a natural hairstyle. That would take a lot for me. When I condition my hair or shampoo my hair, it takes about 2 hours to get through my hair because my hair instantly, when it's wet, just whoosh. Whoosh, them coils, baby, they come up, and this is like, hello, but it's just, because it's great in my hair, it just tangles easily. And that's the easy way to put it.
Have we been teased or ridiculed? Absolutely. For a long time, I was very ashamed of my hair. I've never told you this.
Wow.
I was very ashamed of my hair because, especially
know how much money people pay to get their hair like yours?
Listen. Okay. And this is why, when I was younger, before I started messing with my hair, my mother grew my hair really long. And I had really long plaits, is what they call them. And people would pull them and they would tease me and all of that. And so as I got older, I was a little embarrassed of my hair. So I would try to wear it as straight as possible because when your hair is straight, you can't really tell the texture sometimes. I mean, you can a little bit, but not as much as when it's natural. Right. So there's that. And then also, my hair just became a topic of discussion all the time amongst other sister women. So what's up with your hair? Where it come from? You get it from your mama? You get it from your daddy? Right. All the time. And I just was like, I don't want this to always be a hair thing. Or your hair is a certain way, so you think you a certain way. Yeah. And so I can't help what's growing out of my head. You know what I mean? But it made me want to hide it. And then there was a part when I was I don't think I was a teenager anymore. I probably was in my early 20s. I was like, ooh, let me start wearing the hairstyles and doing the things that they do. So I got these weird little updos and all this stuff because I'm like, ooh, okay, now I'll fit in. My hair doesn't hold stuff like that. So it would only stay up for 30 seconds and then I'd be like, dang. So, I mean, on both sides of the spectrum here, we all have been taunted and teased about our hair. Why do you think that is?
Because it's something that we can point at each other about, and we're always looking at each other. I think we look at each other and point at each other because we don't want to look at ourselves.
Wow.
I think that is the deal because, I mean, how do you cannot help what is growing out of your head. Right. And the whole deal is the other people have made us feel bad about everything, about all of our looks, about our color, about our hair, about our lips, about our nose, just nothing about us according to other folks it's not right.
I'll be honest. When people see my natural hair and they see how curly and first of all, they're shocked because they're like, "Are you Dominican? Are you?" And I'm like, "No, I'm black like y'all." And they're like, "Why do you hide your hair? I didn't know your hair was a T and Tamara under there."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like the attention that I get from wearing my natural hair. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Now you know me.
Mom,
This is my mom, and she didn't know that I was ashamed of my hair in a sense because I was teased about it, taunted, and then you gotta always have these conversations. Oh, she mixed. Oh, she did. She thinks she all that because she got good hair. I just want to be a human. And if my hair is naturally curly, I can't help that.
And that's the thing, because she got good hair.
Yeah.
I mean, that is so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, because your hair is your hair.
Yeah.
I can recall times, and because of my features as a whole, especially my hair, I would just put my hair up on a ponytail being younger.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you really couldn't tell.
Yeah.
What my hair texture was.
Yeah.
And I recall actually being in a salon and getting my hair done, and a lady was like, "Oh my God, what do you mix with?" And I'm like, "I'm not."
I'm just myself.
Well, listen,
exactly. But it just happens.
My thing now is, here's my thing now. People want to come up and touch my hair.
Oh.
Stop, please don't.
Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Because this is my whole personal space right now.
Exactly.
It's my bubble.
And you are trying to get in there. And I'm like,
I don't like it.
And they'll say sometimes, some people will just touch it. And then some people, can I touch your hair?
Touch it as they're coming towards you? Exactly.
Now, are you guys comfortable talking about fake hair with other people and with other races?
Now, I have had to become comfortable with that.
Okay.
So go along with what AWB was saying, too, even people wanting to come up and touch your hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind educating anyone if you ask the question.
Yeah.
But just coming and assuming that's something different.
Yeah.
But especially because I do change my styles. Usually about every 2 weeks, I'll change my styles up.
Is it every 2 weeks? For real?
Sometimes it's every week.
Okay.
It just depends on
I be seeing. But
it
okay.
depends on how I'm feeling, that day.
Uh-huh.
But, honestly, it's just a matter of education.
Yeah.
Because I would rather, again, us help educate other cultures about our hair.
But why?
Well,
why we gotta educate them?
You have to look at it like that.
They wear wigs.
Exactly.
They do a bunch of stuff. They get perms. They just straighten it to curl it, whatever it is. They do the same thing we do, but ours is always that target.
It's question.
It's the subject of why.
Well, I mean, it's okay to tell somebody something.
Don't touch me.
It's something they may not know.
Too.
Like I had a lady recently, because of the style that I wear, this hair is very similar in a sense to my hair. Like it's curly a little, it has a nice texture to it. And she's like, your hair is always so perfect. I was like, girl, I'm going to the shop Friday, blah, blah. She's like, how long is it usually taking? I'm like, about 3 hours. She was like, really? It seemed like it was. And I said, oh girl, she just got to sew them on. And she was like, well, what? I don't understand.
Yeah.
She was like, this is not your real hair. I said, no, ma'am. She said, where's your hair? I said, it's like in a little beehive. She said, how long is your hair? I said, oh, it's about right here.
Yeah.
And she was like, your hair's right here? And I was like, yeah, it's about right here. And she was like,
she was amazed by that.
She was like, why do you have that if your hair is right? I said, because I don't want to wear my hair right now.
Because it's protective style.
Yes.
Because
it's
a quick, I'm done, let's go.
Yeah.
So that's why we do what we do with our hair.
Because you showed me your hair.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so evidently protective styles is working for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And mine too.
Why is it that you don't want to educate? I'd rather they ask and then you educate.
Because I guess I'm weird because I never go up to other people and say, is your hair naturally blonde? Is your hair curly for real? Is your hair...
Oh, you don't?
Why would I do... I don't... That's your personal business.
Really? So you never have hair conversations with people in general? Like, how did you get that color? Did it take this many trips? blah blah blah?
No, because I maybe because I have a face that says, "Don't talk to me." Don't.
You know what?
Don't.
Bye. If you're just tuning in, let me invite the people in that just got here. Your foolishness. This is for the culture. You catch us every Monday at 7 p.m. as we talk about everything that's important to our culture.
Yes.
And so this show tonight, we talking all about hair and good hair, whatever that is. Okay. So you said you're not educating folks. You educate.
Why?
Yes.
Okay. Why? See, I got choked up because I was going to say something crazy.
This and you got caught up.
Why
stopped
is
you
it?
in your
Why
mix.
is it that we have to educate people about everything all the time? I don't understand that part.
You know,
I
But if
don't-
they
I
don't
get
know, then they don't know.
Listen. When I
Yeah.
wanna know something, I do some research.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
So you think they should Google?
I think that they, if they really interested.
MySpace?
Well, you know,
I don't
but
think
that
they're gonna get
information may
far.
be misleading, so I can't say you Google.
I'd rather
good
they
hair.
ask me.
Yeah.
I'd rather somebody.
I
If you
don't.
want to know something about my culture, listen. What
But
you
they
want to
don't
know?
really want to know about the culture. About the culture, they just want to talk crazy to you. That's
Okay,
all. I
so
think.
let's go
I
with
think.
statistics.
Okay.
Let's go with statistics. Statistically, more Caucasian women and women of other cultures where we
That's
quicker than
right.
we do.
That's
So let's go
right.
there first.
Okay.
You know, because I was in the hair industry for a number of years, and yeah,
Now, do they braid it in like we do?
they do
They do
clips
that.
more.
Yeah,
than
yeah,
anything.
yeah. I was
Okay.
gonna say that
It's
little
like a
snap
little clip
thing. Yeah.
snap system that
Yeah.
they would use. And you know, the first time, and I had to ask, I had to be educated on that because you know, knowing that again, like your Dolly Partons with her wig,
Yeah.
or her hair, you
Yeah.
know, and I love Dolly. Go Dolly, you work it,
Right,
you know,
right,
but
right.
you
Come
know,
on, boobs.
when, right, like, what?
And tiny little waves.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just
So
big.
weird.
It's big.
So
Yeah,
weird.
you know, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
But you know, then too again, that's why I believe in education because people don't understand the
Yeah.
concept of it. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of women as a whole are, especially depending on your age range, will go through thinning hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, whether
Yeah.
it's natural,
Thinning
whether
hair,
it's
true.
chemically treated, what have you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's true.
So there are reasons for women to wear the accessories.
Okay. Now listen. I'm gonna tell y'all something that had offended me.
Okay.
I don't mind you getting braids. I don't mind you getting a sew in. I don't mind you getting none. But when I start seeing those partial things that people get to cover their whole edges and they give them new edges. Now look now. You was born with these edges.
Oh,
You're not about to
Oh.
get, you don't need to go to nobody to get them. Them edges belong to you. Now, if you want to extend that ponytail, baby, do that. But don't be, that bothered me. It bothered me.
so don't use the whole wig for the lace
No,
front.
they be using
You know,
these,
the baby curls.
no,
the
they
baby
be
hair.
using like these partial things, these frontals. That's what they're
Oh,
called. They're
okay,
called the
yeah.
frontals,
The
okay?
lace fronts?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
but it's just
Yeah.
like half a piece, right?
Yeah.
And so it covers the front of the hair.
Oh.
And then they put it on. Now listen now. You can't take the whole edge. Now come on. I was like, this is what we're
But
doing?
but you know what?
No.
Now, I will say though, if you're gonna wear a weave, it should be the texture of your hair.
Unless it's completely
Unless,
covered.
unless it's completely covered. But if you're doing, you know, side parts and up in the back and all, you should not have.
Kunta in the front, Mei Ling in the back?
Well, see, that's
No.
you know, that's my problem.
It's a
with
no?
the leave out.
Okay.
That's my problem though with the leave out style because
Okay.
if you do a leave out style, you have to make sure that your hair texture matches
Yeah,
the hair you're
yeah.
putting in.
Yeah.
your head.
You just can't
Because-
go by.
Press that thing.
You know, if not, baby, guess what? Because day two, you know.
Yeah, you
most-
just can't
most
go buy
hairstyles
some hair
is
that
gonna
you
be-
like and say, "Hey, I want this style, and I want to leave this much of mine out." It don't, but it don't
Mhm.
work like
It
that.
doesn't
Yeah.
work
And
that
then
way.
another thing, when you do weave, get somebody that really know how to weave,
It's not gonna
because
take
we
your hair out,
shouldn't
yes.
see your
tracks.
tracks,
Ooh.
you know, and we shouldn't see that your
Hey,
hair.
our sisters are watching. Hey, Tam. Hey,
Hi,
Lipstick.
guys.
Hey,
We talking about hair, y'all.
We shouldn't see that your hair stopped way up here
Oh.
and it's an
Mm.
afro, and then down here, way down here, is you know
Straight.
something else.
Okay.
You know?
We don't want the
Take,
helmet head.
take the time. Just take the time.
Yeah.
We
You
just
know?
be real honest. You
Yeah.
know. And
But
we
you
can't
know,
be honest
another
about
thing,
ourselves and our
too,
people.
We can't be
Yeah.
spending $700-800 on hair and we sleeping on the floor either.
Ooh, please
We
don't.
can't be.
Priorities.
We can't be doing that either.
Priorities.
You know, we gotta.
Yeah.
When I heard they have the
These is like
rental payments
$10.99
on
each a
hair.
pack. You know, I ain't trying to do too much.
Oh my God! But you know they have rental payments for hair.
Really?
Yes,
What?
they do. You can rent.
No, you can't.
I said,
What?
baby,
you can
listen.
rent hair?
No. You can rent payment
Wait a minute.
hair, just like you rent the rim payments.
Listen.
You can do that with
Yo,
hair weave.
no.
And
If
I'm
you gotta
sorry,
rent some
sister.
hair, you're
not
it ain't-
ready.
You're
You're just not
You're
ready.
not ready.
You just
Put
not.
that pack back. Put some other kind.
I'm just saying.
You know, you probably can't use the hot iron on the other kind, but get that kind because that's in your budget. Okay.
You know, hey,
What we
hey,
have to do though is it starts with loving yourself.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
No
it.
matter what other people tell us or have told us, we've got to get to a place where we love ourselves and
Yeah.
accept ourselves for who we are.
Right.
Everybody's not going to be a size 5.
Yeah.
Everybody is not going to be. We come in different shades, you know,
Right.
different sizes, different colors. Our hair textures are different. We got to learn how to love ourselves.
Yeah.
And this good hair, bad hair thing has got to
It has to
stop.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
It's got to stop because just because my hair texture is coarser than yours or more coarse, I don't know how that goes. Anyway, it doesn't mean that my hair is bad. It is nappy, you know. It takes me a minute, but that don't mean it's bad.
Nappy's not a bad thing. Is
The
that
lies. I done her hair. Roller sets, roller wraps. Her hair is not nappy. She just, I think we have this narrative about ourselves. There's me hiding my hair. There's her thinking she's got, we just have this narrative about ourselves where we see ourselves maybe a little more tough than what it actually is.
right? And
Well,
it's me that doesn't want to take the time to do the natural hair because, baby, I got things to do. I'm just saying. I love my natural sister.
It was flashing.
I had
and it can't flash in my face. It was flashing.
Listen, that might have been important.
Listen.
I have two
listen.
girls that are natural.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like my oldest daughter just for the second time took her locks out.
Mhm.
She had locks in, and I don't call them dreadlocks. I just call them locks because they're not dreaded. But that was her choice. So now she has like a baby afro. Well, she got braids when she got married, but that's again her choice. My other daughter, my youngest daughter, chooses to wear her hair natural at all times. Every couple years, she'll take the time and she may press her hair out just to kind of do something different. But she's in a natural state every day,
Yeah.
and she has beautiful hair. Now both of them, all three of my kids got my thick hair. They did because my hair is thick. My natural hair is thick, But just seeing them and even them being younger, me doing their hair and them being teased, about their hair or the way I may have told to style it. Because like you said, we may do it one way as mothers in the morning.
Yeah.
By the time they get done with recess and everything else at school, trust me, it's all over their heads. So understanding that our hair is not going to remain perfect. It may not be in the same style by the time they get home from school. Please understand, it's not that they aren't taken care of or their hair is nappy or bad.
Yeah.
So what do you think about these coaches who are saying to these kids, in order to play, you got to cut your hair, or in order to play, you got to take your braids down?
I just saw an image of a young lady. Now, we've experienced the men, but this was actually a young lady that was on a volleyball team.
Yep.
Where her whole team and the coach was even helping her take her
She had
locks.
beads. She had beads
exactly.
in her hair.
Her stuff apart.
Yeah.
And I am just outraged by that. Why?
That's
Because
our culture.
He said that because she had the beads in her hair, she had to take her hair down because she had jewelry on. That is not jewelry.
Exactly.
Since when is beads?
Listen, that's
jewelry.
and
That
so-
ain't the bling bling.
And so
That's not the same.
That's when everybody gathered together in order to take this baby's hair down.
Exactly.
And can you imagine the humiliation there?
Exactly.
And what did her parents do?
Mm.
And she did it because, of course, she was with her team.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she wanted to still participate with her team.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
I want us to stop having a this or that narrative in our culture. Just because, perfect example, just because I'm not ghetto and I'm not ratchet does not mean I'm a white girl. There's so many other things that I could be.
Right.
I could just be proper. I could be classy. I could be myself. I don't have to be this over here. It doesn't have to be good hair, bad hair.
And
It could be curly, it could be coily, it could be coarse, it could be straight.
All of that.
It doesn't have to be this or that. Why are we so final? Well,
because that's what was taught to us. I mean, for a long time, I mean, just watching TV, you didn't see people that looked like us.
Right.
And then if you did see people that looked like us, their hair was extremely straight, you know, because that's what they had to do to get on TV.
Men and women.
Yeah, that's what they had to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's only been recent with the Loretta Devines and the what's her name? My favorite, I can't think of her name. How to Get Away with Murder.
Dang, what's her name?
Yeah, I can't think of her name. But anyway, it's only been recent that we've stepped out with our afros. I mean, I know back in the day, you know, the 70s, those movies, they wore the afros and that blaxploitation or whatever it's called. But with this wasn't welcomed.
Yeah.
This wasn't welcome. They look at you all kind of, you know, like you. Well, I am a little militant, but not everybody. Not everybody that wears an afro is militant.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. We just got to stop being so hard on each other and stop being so hard on ourselves, because what is it all for? I mean, it's not like it's something we can change, because even if one thing that I realized, even if you get the relaxer or you get whatever, it's not necessarily going to change your hair type. It may alter it. It might even mess it up.
Exactly.
But you got what you got, basically.
Yeah.
So we got to learn how to do well with what we have. We always want something else.
Oh, that's it. But we've got to learn how to tell our babies when they're coming up, you are gorgeous. You are beautiful. You know, you can be anything and you can do anything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I told her that. I didn't know that she was embarrassed by her hair.
Because again, you know, you may have been telling her that and instilling that in her at home, but when she goes out in the world, like I said, kids, you know, because kids aren't taught to value themselves.
I mean, but you would never know. I've mentioned this a little bit before, but, you know, people always say different things about shades. We talking about hair, but it all lines up with the skin color. You know, light, brown, dark, blah, blah, blah. It's like after a while, as a fair skinned person, you're like, dang, can I get a tanning room? Can I go somewhere? And just, because it's always some type of ridicule or something behind it where you're just like, geez, can I just live? And I think hair is just the same.
Yeah, we do that. We talk about everybody, but again, I think it's because we're not happy with ourselves. Because happy people don't go around picking on people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, even here, corporate America. I worked in corporate America a number of different years, and I'm sure you ladies have as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's an expectation when you work in corporate America.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
You're talking about a person that has generally been the only African American in corporate
in the room.
You know, so
that's right.
In 2022.
Yeah.
And then, you
Absolutely.
know, I look at my current situation, and I won't mention her name because, you know, we just got somebody today posting on her social media about the JAB. But, you know, she happens to be a lady of color, you know, and people tell her all the time how she keeps herself up, you know, how her hair is, and she wears a natural hairstyle. She wears a wrap or a bob style, I guess you could say. But she has it pressed out. She's dressed to the nines every day. I'm like, you go. You know, that's what I say when I see her. But, you know, for the other people in the company, they're just like, oh my gosh, she's so fabulous. She's just, you know.
You know what's the most nerve-wracking feeling as a black person? The interview.
Oh my goodness.
What am I going to wear and how am I going to do my hair?
You got to think about the lipstick.
Ooh,
you got to think about the
nail color.
Yeah. All of that.
Yes.
You know, it can't be too low. It better not be tight. I mean, you've got to really plain Jane it up.
Yes.
Plain Jane it up in order to not be considered too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you don't want to make them feel like you're going to overpower them.
Yeah. Or just be too much.
Yeah.
There's just times where, oh, I'm going to get this style. Oh, no, I'm not, because I got to do this thing.
Yep.
So I can't, not this time. Give me about a month, though. Let me get in the dough.
And then I'm going to go ahead.
And then I'll be back.
Prime example, color.
Yes.
Well,
Hair color.
that's huge.
Yeah.
Now, I have literally walked in places and interviewed, and even the person interviewing may have purple hair. But you can best believe I can't walk in there with purple
No,
hair
You
and
cannot.
interview.
You cannot.
My hair
No.
has to be either
Because
jet black
if your hair
or...
is pink or purple,
Exactly.
you're ghetto.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If somebody else's hair is pink or purple, they're just expressing themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
it's always been a catch-22 for
Yeah.
us.
Interviewing is hard, especially on black women. I've never been a black man, so I can't speak for them. But for us, we have this, it's almost like this very cautionary mode that we go into.
Oh, yeah.
From what we wear, to our nails, to our makeup being very light, very plain, to our hair being as dark as possible, simple, sleek styles, nothing too much, because you don't want
your tone,
your
you got
tone, your
everything,
speech, you're
you
gonna,
know.
enunciate when
Yeah.
you speak,
Absolutely.
all of that. That's
Absolutely.
crazy,
Yeah,
especially because of our hair.
Exactly.
We gotta
almost
hide
gotta-
us in a
you
way.
gotta you got to become somebody else. You've got to become your alter ego.
Yeah.
And
You
you know,
know?
the thing of it is, and let's just call it what it is. A lot of times we have been prejudged before we even get in the room. If your name speaks of being one of color,
Listen.
you can best believe they have a pre-concept of
Oh,
what
yeah.
you're going to look like when you come in the
Absolutely.
room.
Yeah.
In
So,
HR,
you know.
in HR, there's two piles. There's a pile over here for names that we choose, and then there's a pile over here for Susan. And normally this pile don't get chosen, okay, because of your name. And I would always say you've got to be careful of the names that you choose to pick and give, because you will be judged the rest of your life by your name. Now,
Yeah.
flip side, same coin, I'm Anastasia, okay? And when you speak to me on the phone, you hear Anastasia. So I've gotten hired. I've done interviews on the phone, and I've been hired. And
Show
then,
up.
and then I show up. And then I hear things like, oh, you know what? We just filled the position. I didn't realize that somebody was interviewing for the same, and they went ahead and made an offer, but you also made me an offer.
I'll never forget, some years ago, I was working at a firm in the city, a financial firm. You guys know I work in finance. I get the numbers together. And so they were doing roll call because they hired us like training room style. So not just me.
Yeah.
A lot of people are new at the same time. And so they're doing roll call, and different people are coming in and, standing up and saying who they are. And so they said, Ryan. And so I stood up. And they were like, Ryan.
Like,
And I was
no, that's
like-
me.
They was like, no, Ryan. I'm like, I can hear. And if
Very
not,
well.
I can read lips as well. That is still me.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a weird thing. Like, don't assume because a person looks a certain way that their name will be a certain thing. We make a lot of assumptions.
When I named my children, I did it purposely because I did not want anybody to know who was coming in the room.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's Ryan.
If you're just tuning in, this is For the Culture. You can catch us every Monday night at 7 p.m. Facebook Live on New Beat Radio, 10 a.m. on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. I think I nailed that. The replay is going to be over there, and that starts this week. Shout out to everybody in the New Beat family, and thank you so much for having us. Make sure you are following us on all social media platforms. Make sure you're in the know.
Absolutely.
And we're also looking for partners for this summer. We want to get back in the community. We want to get some stuff done, and we need you to do that. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, New Beat Radio. And so tonight we're talking all about good hair. This was so necessary because I really wish this narrative would stop. Do you think, I know it's embedded in us. I know originally it came from the slavery era. That's where a lot of our issues are rooted from.
Stemmed from
Do
that.
you guys think because we're in a place where natural styles are okay and we can express ourselves in that way, that this narrative of good hair will go away?
No.
Come on, y'all.
it just is what it is. I mean, I remember when Chris Rock, when he did the movie some years ago, Good Hair. First of all, the outrage behind it.
Exactly.
You know, they were mad at this man because of this movie. But it's what we're talking about in the neighborhood, at the barbecue, in the backyard, all
In the
over
beauty
place.
shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know? And then the first thing, well, I haven't been to a beauty shop in years, but I remember going, and the first thing they want to do is cut your hair.
Exactly.
Why are you cutting
Or
my
relax
hair?
your hair.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want my hair relaxed. Or I remember going to the beauty shop, and I don't know what style she was doing, but she put her hand down in the gel and grabbed up a whole bunch of it and slapped it on my head. And I was like, what's happening? But I don't understand well, I know why we do it, but I wish that we would feel better about ourselves.
Yeah.
I think it starts there.
Yeah. Stop ridiculing. Did I get it out?
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
People,
Second time.
because of their differences. We all have different backgrounds. We're from different places. We have different remedies in our background.
Yeah.
Stop just putting your information and your beliefs on what someone should look like.
Yeah.
That's not your business. That's not, worry about your hair and keeping your hair in tune. And that's about
And
it.
your baby's hair.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to get your hair done, maybe you should,
Do something to your.
You
Now
know?
that we can speak on that. 'Cause, you know,
I see that all
because
the
you
time.
put it out there.
You know what?
You be dressed to the nines
Since
and
we
your
talking
baby.
about the babies hair, the girls don't wear the bobos no more.
No. The babies wear weave.
It's so sad.
Oh.
The babies wear
Can I
weave.
not see your child at 5 years old with weave down to her
With shoes.
backside?
Oh.
Please and thank you.
Yeah.
I used to
All right.
like my little, but I mean, they would smack you in the side of the head.
Oh
You gotta be
yeah,
careful.
you know.
Yeah, because you can't
Yeah.
play no real, you know.
Okay, let's go back to the days of the press and comb, the press and curl, baby. Hey, those bangs I had were popping. I'm just saying. I didn't think they were again, baby.
Listen, you
But they
got-
were popping to me now.
You
I'm
got a
just saying.
fresh press
Exactly.
on Sunday morning.
Especially
you
because Easter
know?
just passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sunday.
the little girls would be so cute with the little bobbles in their
Yes.
hair. And the little foo-foo dresses.
Yeah.
you
Yes,
know?
and the white gloves,
Yeah,
looking very
and the
dainty.
little ruffle socks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Girls, they don't dress like that.
They don't like to be dainty anymore.
No.
Okay, so
Crop tops
let's speak to this.
on an 8-year-old. Come on
And
now.
let's speak to this because we're going on the hair. Now there are some of our ladies that have chose to go bald.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's beautiful, baby. If that's your choice, if you can pull it off, you go right ahead. Because guess what? My face does not hold that style.
I wore my hair
But,
with no
yeah.
hair for years.
Yeah,
I just shave it.
Is that,
Shave it
there
off.
you go.
Yeah.
And some people, because of health reasons, will have to shave their hair off or
Yeah.
they have no hair.
Yeah.
So we need to, as a people, quit being so judgmental.
You know why I cut my hair
Yeah.
off? I'll tell you why I cut my hair off. Because my ex-husbands loved long hair.
Ooh, she got back, baby.
I can-
Oh. Guess what? Change is inevitable.
Yes.
When you're
honey.
going through and when you're dealing with some situations like that, now that's
Yeah.
one thing our culture will do. Women, period.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
say women, period.
Yeah.
Go through a breakup, baby. You changing that hair.
You changing
Yeah.
some things. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely. So,
Changing the makeup. You changing something.
something.
Yeah. You was cutting the men out your hair.
I was cutting them
Cutting them out.
Oh, what's else? So watch the gray, and they remixed it to Watch the Man. Right?
I cannot.
Yeah,
Let's just let people have whatever they have, and if it's pretty and you want to compliment it, fine.
There you
And
go.
if you think it's not, then don't say anything.
Yeah.
But you don't have to make people feel a way because of your views on
Yeah.
their hair. It's none of your business. People can wear their hair however they want. I got some natural sisters in my life, and when I say natural, that means they either wear it fro style or they press it out, but either way there's no chemical to it. Or then I got some sisters that live by the relaxer, they're not playing.
That's it.
I got
Yeah.
some sisters with locks, they're not playing. However you want to do this thing, do the thing.
That's it.
Let's accept one another.
Yeah,
Exactly.
everybody don't have to
Yeah.
look and be the same.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we will though. I remember in church, we all had the same hairstyle.
Oh, that French roll, the French
Yeah,
way.
the
Especially if you grew up apostolic and Pentecostal. I'm just saying that that was the
Everybody
first lady
had to say
hairstyle.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
My favorite one was always, and I can't even say that I won't attempt this one day. I don't know how because my side is gone, but I like the one where it was real short up top and real
Oh, yeah,
long
yeah,
in the
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Our
Not the
mullet.
mullet.
Yeah.
Not the mullet. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That was so cute on
Yeah.
us. Like, I
Okay.
absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
But just let people do what they need to
Yeah.
do for them. It's not up to you to determine whose hair needs to look like what and who, this is good and this is bad and this is... No, just let people be great.
Yeah.
Please.
And don't be getting no weaves on the letterway. and the credit repair and all that. Because listen, if you got to do all that, you're not ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna touch my nose and mind my
And
business.
if you're going to wear a ponytail, make sure the ponytail matches the edges.
Yes.
Because we got to be the same person, okay? We can't be confused about who you are looking one way versus another. They don't know who to call, okay? And secondly, stop buying these edges. I'm done. I don't want to see somebody else.
When did the edges become a whole thing, though?
Man.
With the lace fronts. I would say a lot with the lace fronts.
But isn't it supposed to look natural, though?
I thought so.
I mean, because when you bring your baby hair down here to meet your eyebrows, I'm thinking that's probably not baby hair. That's a whole bang.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yang.
Well, I mean, and then going back to like when people used to wear the finger waves, you know, you had the wave all the way on your forehead. You know, and maybe it's somebody trying to cover up their 4, 5, 6 head. You know, I get that.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
I got one of them.
Okay.
But you know, again, the thing of it, and if you ask most men, because I have a lot of male friends, they're my homies, but in asking most men what they prefer, because some women do care. I'm not one of them, but you know, some women do care.
Don't read my mind.
You know, they say that if you are going to wear the weaves and the wigs, that it should look like a natural, more beauty enhancing style versus just totally drastic.
Right. Yeah, but you know what? Can we really trust the men? Can we? Because what they say they like, or what they say they don't like, is what they be chasing.
Ooh. You didn't say mouthful there. But you know, when I was in a married situation, you know, I did try to be more tentative to what my spouse liked.
Oh,
you know, as far as my hair.
Maybe that's
not that I actually abided by it all the time, because you know, again, it's still a matter of a personal choice.
Yeah,
it's still my body.
Yeah.
But you know, I also had to realize that you know I am a representation of him.
Yeah. Okay.
So I do try to be considerate.
She
That's
just
the
gave
word
us
we
a
use.
whole lesson. Ladies, be considerate of what your husband say.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm going to do that the next time I get married.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. You know, one video that really hurt my soul, this little baby was getting her hair combed. And I don't know who the woman was that was combing her hair or how the conversation even got to this place. But the baby basically expressed that she was ugly.
Yes.
Oh,
She said that out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the woman said,
Yeah.
what? No, you're not.
Something.
And she did the right thing in that moment. But we talked about a lot of things tonight. And if you're paying attention, a lot of this is rooted in our childhood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure if there's a young queen around you, if you have daughters, nieces, little cousins, or whatever, they know that they're beautiful at home.
Yeah.
Because society is going to say whatever they want. They're going to say, nope, too light, too dark, too this, too that.
Yeah.
But if they have a good foundation, then they'll be able to move forward in a positive way. And so that video just kind of broke my heart, because I'm like, dang, what is it that you done
Who
heard?
said something to her to make
Yeah.
her feel like that she was ugly. But you know when they did that study years ago, when they put the black dowel and the white dowel in front of the babies, most of them preferred the white dowel because they said the white dowel was pretty, and the black dowel was bad.
Or good and bad, pretty and ugly. Yeah. So it's crazy what society does to us. But you know, another thing too, if you see a queen that's rocking her crown, whatever that is, give her a compliment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If she's courageous enough to wear her natural, give her a what's up, girl, hey. Why not?
Yeah.
We've heard so much negativity for so long. It's time to turn the page and do something different. And it starts with each and every one of us.
Each one.
You can definitely put a smile on someone's face and change the narrative, right? Because we're talking all about hair. We're talking about appearance. Give somebody a compliment. We said that last week as well.
I love to compliment us.
Yes.
I really do. And whatever I can find on you that look good, I'm gonna tell you so.
Yeah.
Okay?
Now you know what I don't like. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
When I'm complimenting my folk, because I be doing that, and they don't say nothing back. I be like, oh, wait a minute, girl, I'm looking good. I'm looking good.
Yes.
So what you doing? Because it's your turn.
You know what? And it don't bother me that they don't compliment me because I'm really being, I want to be genuine in it. I don't want to just say, I got a good girlfriend and she calls everybody gorgeous, and I'm just like, no, don't.
I be genuine, but give me mine too. That's all I'm saying. I'm waiting on mine after you because I know I'm coming through.
I'm guilty of that though. I am guilty of giving compliments. I'm guilty of. I won't say guilty because I love to encourage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
other
we need
women.
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because again,
But I don't want to give you a compliment and it's not true.
that is
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
And that's real. That's kind of like going
Yeah.
back to when that baby's so adorable.
Or
Because you can't call a baby cute sometimes. I'm just saying.
I love the baby's shirt.
Or that dress is so
I'm
beautiful.
not doing this with y'all.
Okay, but
I ain't doing this with y'all.
what I'm saying,
That ain't the
again, be
purpose.
truthful.
Be truthful.
Now,
is
okay,
what
then
I'm
let's
saying.
go. Then let's go here, because I always try to bring it from the other side of things. Stop saying that black women cannot have blonde hair.
Because they can.
Yeah.
My
Born
natural
out of
hair.
their head.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
My natural hair color is not black, baby. I
Okay.
dyed real deep.
Okay.
Okay, my natural hair color is a real light sandy color brown,
Mhm.
almost blonde. There are some blonde highlights
Oh,
in my
Kylie,
natural.
I was like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was another reason why, as a youth, I didn't like wearing my hair because I got teased.
Yeah.
Because they're like, "Oh, your hair looks so dirty." And I'm like, "My hair's not
Ooh.
dirty. This is my hair color."
All right. This is it.
You
This
know.
is what he gave me.
But because it was close also to my complexion, depending on what time of the year you saw me,
Yeah.
I also had a tendency to look washed out. So that's another reason why I started coloring my hair.
Yeah.
Because to me, I didn't like it. But everybody loves my hair color. Everybody, and if you talk to my family, they're like, "Please wear your hair, and please wear your hair color, because we just love it."
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
but then, are you the black sheep of the family? Because, you got the different color hair, that's a different texture,
Yeah.
So I went through that. But again, like I said, my point is that, we're going with good hair. Quit saying that our women are trying to imitate other cultures by different colors and different shades of the hair.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because that's not the case. We just might like it the way it looks on us.
Yeah.
Because, baby, I can rock a blonde.
Listen.
I'm just saying.
I was blonde for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like that on you too. That was a good
like
time.
that blonde.
Well, and y'all know I'm gonna bring my hair out. I'm working on a project right now. And so that's getting my length and my strength. And once I have that, I'm going to bring that thing out. And it's going to be like, okay, girl. Because, I got my confidence together. But, you got to be careful speaking on people and their hair because we're all sensitive. Don't be just touching people's hair because you can just pull it off. We don't want to do that. Okay? Give people their space. Mind your business. Okay? And just give out compliments. Even if it's different than yours or different what you've seen, that's fine. You don't have to ask people a million questions because their texture is not the same as yours. It's okay. You don't need to know what tribe they people came from because it's not your business. Okay? We're going to focus on ourselves.
You know what? Just let everybody wear their crown.
Yes.
However they want to wear it.
Yeah.
And that's it. And let them feel good about what they're doing. And evidently they do because that's what they're doing.
Yeah. And if you want to do relax, do your thing. If you want to do short, long, natural, do your thing. But don't feel like somebody got to look like you and you got to look like them. And stop commenting on people's stuff and telling them what to do with their hair because that ain't your business. Okay?
Want to get blocked? There you go. All right.
It's a block party.
Men.
Yeah.
Well, okay, hair. What do you guys feel about the guys and the beards?
With the baby jean.
They're taping it up. When they're
Oh,
not taping it
the
on
fake
their face.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that?
I don't
It's just like women wearing weave. If you don't want a woman that has a weave or a wig, baby, don't tape it on. Don't do it.
I just don't think they should do that. I just don't. For so many reasons that I can think of.
Is that
well, I mean, it's an enhancement. I mean, we have to be fair because
is that hypocritical though?
Exactly. That's what. That's
But
what
then when they get home,
say.
do they?
No,
they
I don't
take it
think
off?
so because they go through a lot to get that put on.
So they may not take it off every day. Like I'm able to do with my hats as a column. I may take mine off every
so
day.
they keep it on there.
I think so.
And they gotta soak it off.
I don't.
Men, you don't have to do
It
that.
almost seems like it's not good for your face. But beard gang. Everybody trying to be in the beard gang.
Yeah, but no.
Some of our men with
that ain't
hair, okay.
That ain't the play.
So let's go there. Since we're going there,
Okay.
do we say that the men with the beards that may not be straight or all black have good hair?
You know what?
Mm.
The beard that's just, I don't like. Why is it? Can we get a shape? Can we get a condition? Can we get something? What is this?
Yeah.
Well, I think that the fact that they just have all this hair is the thing.
Bragging rights?
I think. I don't know.
But it looks like this, and I don't want it.
Okay, so we'll go the opposite way.
Okay.
As I mentioned, earlier, I used to be into hair.
Yeah.
I used to actually be a barber.
Okay.
But I had a client that used to come to my house because his girlfriend couldn't stand his hair.
Oh.
She couldn't stand the texture of his hair. She called it hamburger meat.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Because it was very
There's the love.
curly,
Hamburgery.
very much, very
Bally.
yeah, it was all that.
All right.
It's very,
Let's move past that.
But I had to actually, as a service, shave his chest and his back because that's what he did to keep her happy because she said he didn't have good hair. Now on his head, he had a head. Well, he had chemically treated hair.
Is that okay though?
It's not okay.
I don't know how I would feel if somebody said, "Your hair is nappy. Do something."
Do something with it.
What if you had somebody who said that to you?
But then too, it goes back to
Well,
You
first
know.
of all,
Well,
men
first
say
of
it to
all,
women all the time.
when
so.
you had first seen it, why did you keep on seeing it again? Because the first time you had seen that, you had a choice.
right?
And you could have been like, okay, we're going to the taco party or not. But you kept going, and now we mad.
And now you got to change.
I'm sorry.
But the first time you seen that, you should have been like, oh. You know what? My refrigerator's running. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. You had a choice, and you chose to continue the foolishness, and now he got to get all shaved up.
Maybe he was a good dude, all except the taco.
The front and the back? Okay. All right. Well, anyway, we're talking about hair and good hair. And if you missed it, then you missed it, Jim, because listen, we have laughed tonight, but we also have been educating and learning things about ourselves, and hopefully you learned some things as well. Compliment people on their hair. We all go through our own individual struggle, whether you know it or not.
Right.
Mind your business and don't say nothing negative. And do what works for you.
Right.
Just make sure your textures match. Okay, that's all I'm
And
saying.
be careful about walking up to people and touching their hair.
Please,
Yes.
because
Might not be a good day.
they could react, or it could come off, or it could just be a thing. And we don't want you to be in that type of situation. We want you to make it home safe, okay? So, this is for the culture. You're going to see us again next Monday. Good night.
Like and share.
Please like and share. Follow us on all of the social media channels. And yeah.